I picked somebody up and took them to the airport. Boy, that road is so busy. I stayed parked on one side of the road because it was just so busy every which way. And I knew if I kept driving straight, I could just turn on Talkwaits and go all the way down to the airport. Man, it's crazy busy over there in Palm Springs area. I think that's what, Barstow Road. It's really, really crowded over there. But I just held my ground. I thought, I'm going to park right here. The car's already headed to the perfect road to take me straight to the airport. I'm not fooling around. I'm taking the biggest way that just takes me there. But yeah, you heard about what happened. It was a guy. He was an older man. So it was an older man. He needed to catch a flight. So he threw his, suitcase in the back right next to my black bag. And then he grabbed his suitcase from right next to my black bag and caught his flight. And then I think it was about a day later. I think it was about a day. And then all of a sudden he was like he was sitting in maybe a living room. He was sitting on a couch. So he was sitting on a couch and a weird alien started talking to him saying, "This isn't Bonnie Annika's trunk." And the guy was like, No, this is not Bonnie Annika's trunk. This is where I am. And the little alien was like, I live in Bonnie Annika's trunk. In her little black bag. How did I get here? And he was like, I don't know. I don't know. But you're here. But I got a ride from her. And then I took the flight. And you somehow must have got in my bag. It was so cute, so funny. So the older gentleman was so nice. He just, my queen, Bonnie, one of your friends is here. So I was like, when I have time, can I swoop him up? And he was like, oh, sure, of course. So when I had time, I got him back and put him back in they live in the black bag. So I have a black bag in the trunk with whatever stuff to clean the car or whatever stuff's in it. And I also have a lot of alien friends that love to live in weird or bizarre places. So I set up a bunch of spiritual homes and stuff inside of that black bag. And they were going out to just enjoy a nice walk. So they had left their spiritual home, which is inside of that black bag. And they were just walking around to enjoy the day. They didn't realize they walked right into somebody's suitcase and took a whole flight. Took a whole flight and didn't even mention where they were or why am I here until I think it was almost a whole day. Boy, when they go walking, they go for quite a walk. It was pretty much a day later and they're wondering how the hell they got there. It was so cute. I've got unlimited weird alien things that are connected to me. So I have that black bag in the back of the trunk. It's got a ton of spiritual homes and more. And then I have just the trunk that looks like open spaces, but there are spiritual homes. But they know not to get into a suitcase going right into the trunk, unless they really want to, because they'll be taking a trip somewhere else. And then there are spiritual homes. There are spiritual homes throughout the car. I have a ton of spiritual homes inside of my existence. And then there are a ton of spiritual homes and paradise boxes all around my car. So from gods to everything, to aliens, to weird little spirits, everything might live here. as one home or a second home or whatever, but they might come back and forth. There's all kinds of alien and more stuff. And but normally it's not that big a deal. That was just a weird moment where somebody took one of my friends home. And then they had to get back over here. But yeah, when you put your suitcases right next to that black bag has a lot of like my personal existence connected to it. So it kind of supercharges and does stuff too. So when you put a suitcase in the trunk, you might come back with a lot of powerful, massive things. Like that's just how life's gonna work. And you can't change it. But that's why you decide whether to get near the great Lordy Annika, get God, in a lift ride, pretending to be famous.